Around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's got it down to the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now, these 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Bills at 7-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. All again on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. The 40. The 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The Bills send the punter out. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end. Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On second down, a run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To the air. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal.
Peterson will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hall again.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jets.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, Peterson again.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Back to throw. Allen. And Diggs has it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One final try here for Allen.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Alert! 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 Hey, tight.
Now Allen. Gotta have this one.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. On first down, right back to Hall. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here's Hall again. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
56, 56.
Throwing is Allen.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Allen.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 39 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Allen. And this This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll give to Hall.
117 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Charles, why didn't they just take a knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.